This is Cougar Sports on K105. Tonight, we hit the hardwood for Grayson County Cougar and Lady Cougar basketball. Follow along with our coverage all season long at K105.com, via the Apple and Android smartphone apps, and on Twitter at K105 Sports. Now, to help you get to know the teams, let's meet the Cougars with Sam Gormley.
Tonight, we help introduce the 2019 Grayson County Cougars as it's time for basketball. Just last week, we were on the road at Graves County. Tonight, though, we are in the Cougar Den for, I guess you could say, the third time of the 2019 year, as it is a brand new season of Grayson County Cougar and Lady Cougar basketball. And a good evening here and welcome to Grayson County High School, as it is, as we were talking this morning, we're no longer in the cold. It is a controlled temperature, no rain, no snow, inside at least, knock on wood. I don't think there's any way that the atmosphere can affect us when we're in here. It might cancel games for things that happen on the outside, but we do welcome you into our coverage here of Meet the Cougar Night. A lot of cool things happening tonight is, of course, the most notable thing that I think a lot of people are really excited about is the alumni basketball game. That'll be coming up here that'll be towards the end tonight, but they'll have player introductions. They're going to have a girls' scrimmage. During the girls' scrimmage, we'll talk to the boys' team. We'll get to know Coach Johnston, and I think he's going to have Nolan Schartzer and maybe one or two other players with him. We'll get to know them a little bit. During the boys' scrimmage, we are going to be talking with new head coach Ted Hill of the Lady Cougar basketball team. And we'll be talking with a couple seniors. He said he might bring all four of them. He's not sure what he might do, but he will be sure to come up and bring them. We'll have all of that, the alumni player introductions, a lot of great things happening. And right now, we've got ourselves a big crowd in here tonight at the Cougar Den, as I think the alumni basketball game has really excited people to come out and support this. And behind us to my left, so to the screen's right, is the silent auction that is going on. So if you're out and about, you still got time to come here, as there's a lot of really cool things that are going, as I was eyeing some old baseball cards. And I saw that the low bid right now is something that is in my vantage point right now. So as the other bid was our director here, I think, Chase Blaine. So we do appreciate you tuning in here tonight, as you might be watching with us on K105 Facebook, on Litchfield Country Station 103.9 The Moose's Facebook page, on YouTube, Periscope. We have all of the different ways for you to listen. And we can say that will be the way that you can watch throughout the 2019-20 season. Any game we broadcast on the radio will be on K105 Digital Productions. We have almost all of them. In fact, I think, are we getting ready to start here? In fact, it does sound like we are going to get ready to roll here. Let's see if I can't even,
as well as the safety of those around you,
see if we can't get our public address announce mic here going. Looks like they're going to dim the lights a little bit, so we'll see how this might be able to go for us.
All the lights are back on. Also, please take a moment to turn off Bluetooth on any personal devices so the audio quality of the upcoming presentation will not be compromised. Thank you for your cooperation, and welcome to Meet the Cougars 2019.
Last season, the Grayson County Cougar boys finished as the 12th District champions for the second straight season, defeating Edmonson County in what might have been the greatest basketball game ever played for Cougar basketball. In fact, here, I can hand this off here. Don, was it the greatest game you ever saw?
Undoubtedly.
Don says it was, and I mean, how can you disagree with him? So they have the lights dim right now. Looks like, are they introducing players right now, I think? They are doing a little bit of play. Oh, I see we have a video going. I like this here.
Keegan Sharp. Chase Johnson.
Chase Johnson is a transfer from Central Hardin. Brett Payton's are one of the returning players, one of the few that they have. River Blanton dealing with an injury. They're hoping to have him later in the season.
Dylan Morgan. Lucas Pierce. Camden Brothers. Miles Hornbeck. Mason Galloway. Jackson Higdon.
Jackson Higdon, of course, the legendary three against Edmonson County back in February.
Nolan Hornbeck. Nolan Schartzer.
Nolan Schartzer, the only senior on the team, and the leading returning scorer.
It is our most versatile player. He has a combination of quickness and strength that allows him to play inside and out and defend multiple positions. One of the best players in the district. Look forward to a good season from this young man. 6-foot guard, Nolan Schartzer.
Schartzer averaged 13.3 points and 5.3 rebounds last season.
Micah Lee. Briley Renfro. Emma Strange. Bailey Snyder. Kenzie Renfro. Jenna Nash. Laura Vincent. Brianna Dennis. Rachel Snyder. Annie Kuiper. Ella Robinson. Gracie Franklin. Arissa Riggs. Our first senior is a 3-year starter for the Lady Cougars. Tough and talented. She will be called upon to run the offense and put Cougs back into the hunt for another 3rd region championship. Number 22, senior guard, Kenzie Renfro. This talented veteran player is a fiery competitor. Her rebounding and defense will be the areas that she will help the team the most as the Lady Cougs look to take back charge of the 12th district. Number 34, senior forward, Bailey Snyder. Our next senior is one of the most versatile athletes ever to wear a Lady Cougar uniform. She will beat opponents off the dribble to score or knock down a three-pointer with a hand in her face. Elite defensive player with a warrior spirit. Number 1, senior guard, Laura Vincent. Our last senior is a lockdown defender and a terrific three-point shooter. She has worked extremely hard to have a massive final post as a Lady Cougar. Team leader and one of the team captains, number 4, senior guard, Jenna Nash. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Coached this year by head coaches Travis Johnston and Ted Hill. Your 2019-2020 Grayson County High School Cougars!
Here come the Grayson County Cougars taking the floor. We're off the field. We're inside the gym here as both teams here off and roaring and ready to go. They're coming down from the bleachers and everything. They're coming from all angles. We weren't sure where they were coming from, but they're on the field, on the court, as we're getting ready to have some scrimmages here. Here are the events that are going on today as the players have entered the gym. So we've hit the first 2 points. We're going to have a girls scrimmage here coming up in just a minute. We'll have a cheerleading routine. We'll have a boys scrimmage. We'll have an alumni player introductions, and the alumni game will begin. During some of these scrimmages, we will talk with the players as the girls will scrimmage first. During that time, we will talk with the boys, and during the boys scrimmage, we'll talk with the girls. So we'll get to know new head coach Ted Hill. We'll get to know a little bit more about Coach Johnston, some of his players, and how he's feeling about this year's team. So until then, we'll take a quick break, come back with a little bit more here in just a moment, as this is Meet the Cougar Night right here on K105 Digital Productions.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
What's the FAFSA? I had no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome back here to meet the Cougar Night. As looks like they're getting closer as they're opening up part of the bleachers here down low. Usually we're down low a little bit more, but since they had our fancy intro videos, they have to open up these bleachers here just a little bit later, but they're opening up right now, and I think they're even going to wheel out press row. We're going to get a little bit fancier here. As it's a good night, though. In fact, there is a packed house. I'm not sure if we have a camera right now directed more towards the house right now, as we will do a little bit of a show there. See, look at all of that, and they're opening up the bleachers down low right now, and there's still many people that are standing here on the sides. Is a big crowd here, and good to see too. And so many people behind us. We have the silent auction, which again, if you're in the area and looking to come out and do some bidding, it's always good, as there's all kinds of different stuff. You've got signed basketballs, you've got some signs. In fact, we've got a shirt right here. In fact, you know what, can you grab me the shirt here? We have to show the shirt off, because I don't think there's anything that should go for the amount of money that this says here. Mr. Spirit is my hero. I mean, if you saw any of our Cougars in the classroom the past 2 weeks, you know that that's the truth. So again, that's one of the things, and you know what, if you're not coming to bid on anything else, it should be this shirt right here. I mean, this should be going for millions, right? So there's that, as it looks like they're getting closer and closer to roll in here. As again, the girls' scrimmage is scheduled to go first here tonight, followed by the boys' scrimmage. So the girls last season, I think it's safe to say, was a disappointment. Finishing with an 11-16 record, didn't make the region tournament for the first time since the year 2000, as it ended with a loss to Whitesville Trinity down in the 12th District semifinals at Edmonson County against Whitesville Trinity. They lost to the Lady Raiders twice that season before their loss in Whitesville at the end of January. The Lady Cougars had defeated the Lady Raiders 40 straight times. Things change, as that's a good young Whitesville team, but the Lady Cougars have a sense of vengeance out. They want revenge. They're not going to go down easily and have another year where they don't make the regional tournament. In fact, I think it's easy to say that they have one goal this year, and that's to win district and make a big-time run in the district tournament. It looks like they're bringing out benches for both teams here. As the alumni game, as I look this up. Oh, Dave Thompson's here tonight. I did not know that. The Kaywood Ledford of Grayson County basketball, I think it's safe to say. In fact, we might almost have to get a mic on that. I did not know that he was here tonight. In fact, there he is making his way in right now. So the legendary, that's good to see that he is here tonight. So some of the alumni that you'll be seeing here tonight: Isaac Miller, Maddie Stewart, Kylie Gorby, Brittany Bird, Nick Crawford, Lori Aller, Hunter Gary, Ethan Saltzman, Harold Goff, State Attorney Ernie Perkins, Brian Langdon, and of course, Chris Gaither. Is it the greatest basketball player to ever play for Grayson County, Don? He says he was?
I believe so.
So Don says that he was the greatest to ever play for Grayson County. Oh, and walking in the door right now as well, Mr. Spirit. He's here. Everybody's here. If you're out, can't make it, stay tuned in with us. But if you're in the area, it's time to come out here and support these teams. So they've got a good night planned and a lot of fun to happen. We'll take a break. Come back here with more from Meet the Cougar Night, as this is Meet the Cougar Night right here on K105 Digital Productions.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back to Meet the Cougar Night year of 2019. In fact, there's Chris Gaither down there to the right, sitting down on the bench. He had a big week, as some congratulations to him and his program as Collins High School in Shelbyville. He is the head coach of that program. They had their first 2 D1 signees, as that school is probably in their 7th year of existence, 7th or 8th, and they're their first two it looks like here. Whoa, we got some feedback coming here. As I think Dave Thompson is the public address announcer tonight. Say if I'd have known that, I'd have just mic'd him up and I'd have shut up. I think that's what people would wanted to have heard anyways. But yeah, Chris Gaither, his Collins-led team, had their first 2 D1 signees, one to WKU, and I don't remember where the other one was, but Davian McKnight was the WKU signee, a really good player. So congratulations to him. We might have him at some point in the broadcast.
For tonight's Meet the Cougar Night.
I'm not really sure what the microphone's having a little bit of issues out here tonight. But both teams lined up. Looks like the girls are getting ready to scrimmage, so I'm assuming here soon we will have Coach Johnston and the Cougar boys. I'm not sure. I think at least I'd heard Nolan Schartzer might be coming up and joining us. I'm not sure if we'll get someone else there with us as well. As here comes Ethan Salzman making his way into the gym here. As he was making a comment, something in some smack talk, saying why run when he can fly. So, because he was dunking during that smack talk video. So see Dr. Isaac Miller is in the building as well. He will be playing. So it looks like they're still having some microphone issues down there on the floor. It is a great crowd though here tonight, as you can see right there, it's a jam-packed crowd. Not many open seats. It's almost like we're playing Edmonson County here today, and it's just Cougar fans out here. So it's a good thing, and I would recommend coming out here to a game, even if it's not, one of the bigger ones. It's still a lot to like and a lot of fun during these outings. A lot to like through it, as you can have a lot of enjoyment through it. It looks like the Lady Cougars are doing it. I'm not sure that they're playing varsity during these. Actually, nope. As I say that, there are some varsity players out there. As I'd heard at some point that they weren't going to play varsity scrimmages and it was just going to be JV and freshmen. But in fact, it is just some scrimmages here, as it's Kenzie Renfro with the ball off to the right wing. So we'll be doing some light play-by-play during these, but we're hoping to have more interviews with this instead. Left side, Renfro with the ball off to the left wing. Taking it down towards the left side, a right-hand pass over to Nash at the top of the key, over to the right side to Snyder. Snyder fakes the three, now over to the left side, off to Renfro. Renfro up top, three-pointer straight away, no good. It's an air ball, out of bounds. So not exactly the possession that they were probably hoping for out of the Lady Cougar team here to start. Down towards the left side, off on it. It's stolen away by Grayson County. Fast break opportunity. Bailey Snyder with it. It tries to get an outlet pass up to Renfro, down off the left block, but it is broken up.
Testing. I think this one works.
There was a basket there by, I think that is the Lady Cougar JV team, and a little bit of the full court press, and that's something that you're going to be seeing a lot of this season for the Lady Cougar team, as there's a basket down off the left block. First points of the game for the varsity. Coach Hill spoke at length in his opening press conference that he is not going to be a team that is going to win 33-30. He's going to win high-scoring, exciting basketball is kind of his philosophy when it comes to all of this, as he wants games to be fun to go to. He's going to press the full minutes, the full game. He wants teams to really have to work when they play him, not necessarily slowing it down. And you'll see some new faces out there as well, as I think even you've got some 8th graders out there playing a little bit as well. Bailey Snyder, stop up, pull up three from the right wing is no good, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds. So here we'll now be joined, walking up.